say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you may be around the world, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I am excited to be here today, and I have a very important teaching, and I'm going to be talking about ayahuasca. Okay, the ayahuasca. But before I start the teaching, I want to say thank you to all people that have been listening to the videos, okay, and that have been liking the videos and things like that. Appreciate you so much, okay. And I hope you guys are really enjoying your time, enjoying your weekend. This weekend is going to be so beautiful. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. So go out into nature and enjoy yourself. Go out, go to the forest if you have a forest near you, or go up to the mountain. Go take a walk. The weather is beautiful now. It's not cold and it's not hot, so it's just perfect. Do some hiking if you want. Go to the lake, and or go to the beach, or just go out. Take a drive, or take a short drive. Okay, at least do something. And if you're not someone that likes to go out and things like that, you could always do a stay vacation, like you stay home but be productive around the house. Okay, and for those of you that have pets, it's an excellent way to go out there and take a walk. Take your pets for a walk, and you go into nature as well. So so let's talk about ayahuasca. Okay, ayahuasca is a spiritual brew. Okay, the tree itself is feminine. It's a she. Okay, and it contains different things, different type of leaves. They mix with it and things like that. And it is prepared and served to whoever's taking it by a shaman. Okay, so this drink originally came from the Amazon. They usually cover Ecuador, Brazil, Colombia, and Peru. But a lot of people mainly associate the ayahuasca from Peru. But it's also from Brazil, like I said, the Amazon, Colombia and Ecuador. Okay. It has been around for a long, 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 long time, this drink. Okay. And it is originally, the ayahuasca is a sacred drink. Okay. But it's a psychoactive drink. Okay, and it originated from the indigenous people, the Indians that lived in the Amazon long, long, long time ago. Okay, that's where it originated from. But there are tribes that are still in the Amazon that still use this thing till today. Okay, and like every tribe, the Indian tribe from a long time ago, they had a shaman, which was considered, what you call today the doctor. Back then, they weren't just only shaman, but they were healers, and they were the one that basically, kept the villages, together and things like that. Okay, the shaman people, and the shamanism was something that was handing down from generation to generation. Okay, so if the father or whoever was a shaman in the family, and they pass it on to the kids and pass it on and things like that. But over the years, especially now, uh, this drink or this brew has been commercialized. Okay, it has been commercialized. Okay, and it's widespread. Like it's mainstream. That's what I mean. It's mainstream. So as far as the ayahuasca being spiritual, and most part is no longer spiritual because not only has become mainstream and commercialized, but people have taken advantage of that and they have turned it into, like anything that, they turn into a business to make money. When you invite greed and money into things that are sacred, it's no longer sacred. Okay, so it become commercialized, so everybody and anybody can go in and partake of this drink, this brew. Okay, when in reality it's not supposed to be like that at all because this drink is supposed to be given. First of all, I do believe that this this tree, this sacred tree, which is a feminine energy, it's a female. It's way, way deep in the Amazon. Only that, but I believe that it has to call you. You have to be called, okay, to partake of this. And for people that have taken it, they say that it has helped them a lot, healed them, okay. But mainly, I would say about 60 to 70% people that partake of this drink were sick. Some people were terminally sick, okay, and they took it and I would say like a miracle happened. They got well, they were no longer sick and things like that. Okay. Now the shaman that's in the Amazon, especially in Peru, they were trained by, like I said, their father or their grandfather trained them to become spiritual and to have these secret powers in order to do what they need to do to help people. But like I said, today anybody can become a shaman and like I said, become commercialized. People, make school out of it. People gotta pay. Anybody can just pay an amount of thing and they train him to become a shaman. But in reality, the so-called school that are selling shamanism, and these people that are receiving the training thinking they're a real shaman, they're not, because um, many can be called, but only few are chosen. Okay, and I do know that this profession, this calling, shamanism, it's a calling. You have to be called by the supreme God. You have to be called by your universe because to be a healer and in order to help people, cure people and things like that, it's something that has to be called. I mean, you have to be chosen to do that. Okay, so but like I said today, I mean, just anybody think they can go to school, get a certificate or training, whatever, and they call themselves shaman. Okay, so but anyway, it's really sad. But let's talk about the brew. Okay, the brew itself, the shaman go out into the way deep into the jungle of the Amazon. They go way, way, way there, and they have to do certain prayer. They cannot just go like that to pick out the leaves. They have to prepare themselves to prayer and cleanse and things like that. And they go out and they get it, and they say their prayer, whatever they need to do, and and they come back, and there's a special way to prepare the things, and not just anybody can prepare it, things like that. So I mean, talk about originally the way it was done, you see, from thousands of years ago, okay? And there were the prayer, and there were the, some of them, they had the drums and things like that. And while they prepared the brood, they would pray more, and then when they poured into the cup, whatever, there was more prayer done, and whoever was taking it, they had prayer over these people. These people, they had to get them prepared before taking the brew. Okay, it was just not given to somebody like that. That person that was taking it had to get himself prepared, ready. Okay, through cleansing, either through certain river or certain places, the cleansing and food. When you're about to partake this drink, there's certain food you have to stop eating an amount of time before taking it. Okay, and things like that. Okay, so your diet had to change way before you even partake of this sacred brew. Okay, so um, so like I say, I do believe that you have to be called to take of that. Basically, the tree has to call you, the plant has to call you, and you will know if you've been called. So, and then when you end up, taking it, um, it purges you. Some people, it purges you both up and down. If you know what I mean. Um, some people, they say that they have like visions, or they go into a trance and things like that. So it all depends what you're trying to purge, what the universe trying to purge you from, deliver you from. Okay, whatever that case may be. If you decide to go to that route, but like I say, you have to be very careful, because this is not something people should play with. It's dangerous. So what I mean by that, it's dangerous in a way that, because when you go into a trance, and you lose consciousness and things like that, and doing all while you're doing that, the spiritual person is there, the shaman is there, um overlooking the whole thing. So this is not something you can just go drink by yourself and be alone, because these can have um very devastating consequences. So you have to be overlooked, and the shaman has to authorize you before you can take all that. So people that usually get into that ceremony, partake of this ceremony, usually, um some of them, it goes well for them, and a lot of people it doesn't. So like I said, depending of what you're trying to purge, what the universe trying to purge you from, and things like that. And some people say it's very few people say it's good experience, but most people say it was like a living nightmare for them. Because people see things that they're afraid of. Some people see, whatever animals they're afraid of in real life. They see those animals right there in their face, or chasing after them. And some people see snakes if they're afraid of snakes, and things like that. So that's how the purging comes about, and things like that. Okay. And the taste is not pleasant at all. The taste is very bitter. The taste is very not good at all, at all, at all. Okay. So so when you partake of this, and some people, they just have, they're going to the ceremony once. Some people, it's 3 times. Some people could be a whole week, or some people could do it multiple times over the lifespan, and things like that. Okay. So depending on, and again, on how fast you are healed and how fast that you are delivered and things like that. Okay, so but as sacred as this thing is, it was supposed to remain like that. But the fact that it has gone mainstream, people that have no business partaking of this brew, that have no business at all, uh, just to be to be part of it, it leaves them with not so good not so good things, and some people just do it for the fun. People do it because they want to experience what it's like and things like that. And it leaves these people when they come out of it, the aftermath of it is not too good because it affects a lot of people mentally and not in a good way. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that if someone was mentally had the thing, together, stable, whatever, once they take this because they wanted to experience something, they wanted to try it out, they wanted to know what it was like and things like that. They do it, then it's not so good afterwards. Okay, there's like a big change in that person, and it's not for the better. Okay, so I do believe that with these people, the reason I decided to make this video because I ran into a couple people. This had happened. I saw them. Okay, and it was not good. So what I think happened is I do believe that um, since this drug, this brew, all since the ayahuasca alters your mind, when it alters your mind, it brings you to altered reality, realities. Okay, so what happened is with these people, when they go into these other realities, they get stuck there and they stay there. Okay, so this is why when you run into these people in this reality, they're kind of acting weird and things like that from taking this drink. Okay, so and it has becoming so commercialized that there are hundreds of places. If you look online, or people will tell you that they have, you know, their whole, ceremony things and what they call it retreats. They're actually selling these retreats, things like that, and it could be very quite costly. Anywhere from 1,500 US dollars to up to 5 grand. Okay, for a retreat. Okay, and you go somewhere and most of these people that are um, serving these things, they're not even shaman. They're not even spiritual. Okay, like I say, it's all about the money. And when people doesn't understand and know any better, they go book their flight and they fly wherever they go to fly, and they take part of something that eventually will not be good for them. Okay, yeah. So this is why you gotta be very careful. You gotta educate yourself. Okay, uh, before taking anything, any drugs. Period. Okay, even though the ayahuasca is a sacred brew, but it's still a drug, you know? I myself personally, I have never dealt with that. I don't need to take that, because I do know that God can help you, can help set you free. God can deliver you. God can reset everything for you. God can renew you, and God can give you a brand new life. Simple as that, you know? But like I said, if you are called to partake of this brew, make sure that it is administered by someone not only that is spiritual, but that knows what they're doing, and they have dealt with the plant, and they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, because like I say, you can go somewhere and you be there, if you know what I mean. Okay, so and and spiritually get stranded there, simple as that. Okay, because I've seen so many people um that talk about that they did this and they did that, and they were part of this and part of that, which basically has left them. It's really bad, for them. Yeah, it's really bad. So, but now this thing, it's in Europe. It's a lot of different places, and I do know that you don't even need to travel anymore to the Amazon to do this ayahuasca ceremony. You can do it in Europe. I can do it in most places, a lot of different places, if I'm not mistaken. So, because when there's money, where there's money to be made, and people buying lies, and people just gonna try to make the money because they want to sell something. You see, and those things will be packed. Those things stays packed. Those the ceremony, the ayahuasca ceremony, those things stays packed. And thousands of people till now, they'll fly to Peru and do this. But it has spread to other places now, and it's in like other South American countries. It's also in Africa, but Africa there's another name for it. I don't remember the name right now, but it's a very, I don't know, Ibiga, something like that. Anyway, they say that it's more potent than the ayahuasca. That's in Africa. Okay, so after all that is said, these are mind altering drugs. That's what they are. Okay, that's what they are. And with anything that's mind altering, you have to be careful with any drugs. Period. Any drugs that alters your mind, you need to be very careful with that. Very careful with that. Okay, so and people still continue to take chances with mind altering drugs. Okay, so this is all I had to say about the ayahuasca. It is more detail and things like that, but this is just a little brief thing. Okay, but maybe in the future I may make a more detailed video concerning the ayahuasca, because I know there's a lot of people that doesn't know much about it. Okay, so guys, have a great day, and I'll be seeing you on my next video. Okay, take care. Bye.